Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Inspire Me to DIY, and today we are going to make a made in the, I don't know if you can see it, made in the USA sign. It is a piece of laser cut wood that I got at Hobby Lobby. They had all their laser cut wood 50% off, so when I see a sale like that, I jump. So today, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the top blue and then red and white stripes down. So nothing real major. And then we're going to make a bow for it. So let me get my biggest paintbrush. This is a number 12. And I think I'm going to use my Cobalt Hue from Apple Barrel and my Flag Red from Apple Barrel, and then also my white from Apple Barrel. I love Apple Barrel paints. They 50 cents, and you use them over and over and over again, so you can get a lot of fun out of 50 cents. So let's get started. Oh, it's the first time I've used this brush, so it's a little stiff. All right, you know what? Normally I would put a piece of tape across there so I have a nice straight line, but didn't bring any tape out with me, so we're gonna try our best with glasses. All right. I like homemade things throughout my house. I love a beautiful home, and I love it when people come to my house and they're like, oh my gosh, your house is so beautiful. And then I tell them how I did these things and how it is so, I don't want to say cheap, because cheap sounds like it's not great quality, but it is inexpensive, and I only buy things that are on sale. So, oh shoot, I guess I can't talk and paint a straight line at the same time. Oh well. Once I get this first line done, then I can paint everything above it and not have to worry about that line. But the first thing you notice when you come into my house is this giant piece of art. I have 10-foot ceilings. So with large wall space, it is not easy to decorate on a budget. Yes, you can add things over time, and you can have a whole gallery wall, and that looks really cute. But it doesn't go whoa when you walk in, and that's what I was looking for. So you'll notice if you go to my blog, you'll see what I did there. Oh, nose is itching. I found a shower curtain that looks like watercolor, and I specifically was looking for watercolor. I wanted it to look like a piece of art and not a shower curtain that I just hung on the wall. So I went and I went to Amazon, and I put in the search watercolor shower curtain, and there was so many different ideas. There was the Van Gogh water lilies, and the water lilies, and you know, different reproductions of paintings. But living in Florida, I wanted something coastal, and I wanted it to be blues and turquoisey greens and stuff like that. So I found this amazing shower curtain of a watercolor whale, and I love it. So I got some 1x3 lumber and constructed a frame, and then stretched my shower curtain over it and stapled it to the back. Stunning. It just really looks stunning, and I think it's the only thing in the house that I haven't changed out a few times, because I like to change things out throughout my house for different seasons and stuff like that. But this looks so good, y'all, that I'm just not tired of it yet. So that's a good thing. But it's so funny because people will come to my house and they're like, oh my gosh, I love your watercolor. You know, where did you get that? Did you paint that? I wish I could paint like that. And I get so much, ooh, I got a rogue hair. I get so much pleasure out of telling people, it's a shower curtain. It was $20. and I framed it all myself. The whole project was under $50. And they're like, no way, because a piece of art that big easily go for $1,000. I mean, you know how big shower curtains are. So then in our family room, my husband found a shower curtain that he really liked, and it is a sailboat out on the water, and a storm is coming in, and there's this big lightning bolt right next to the boat. I mean, it looks really dramatic. And so that's what he wanted for the family room. So we have that framed in there. And basically, oh, is that a hair? It is a hair. Jeez, this paintbrush is losing them left and right. Better the paintbrush instead of me, right? I'm going to need a little more blue. So two of my very large walls now have dramatic art on them, and it just looks amazing. I've also taken boat oars, and I've hung them up next to my husband's favorite shower curtain / painting, and some little watercolors that I have done myself of coral. So little by little, it's coming together. That was Carl. He's going to go lay on the carpet where he knows he's not supposed to be. It's funny how kids and dogs do things they're not supposed to when they think you're on the phone or you're busy. Yeah, I'm talking about you. I'm surprised the cat hasn't walked across the table because she likes to do that also. It's a zoo. It's a total zoo. Okay. Oh, this is coming along rather nicely. What do you guys think? So far, so good, huh? I like that. I'm not quite sure where I'm going to hang this yet. I might give it away. I just saw it, and if you've noticed lately, I've been going all out on patriotic stuff. I really love summer, and red, white, and blue patriotic popsicles, sparklers, all remind me of summer. We did all of that as a kid. Okay. Oh, wow. This is really coming along well. I like how this looks. And I'm not covered in paint yet. That's unusual for me. I am one of the messiest painters you'll ever see when I do projects like this. Now, when I like paint whole rooms and stuff like that, I'm a very neat painter, but not so much on these. I like to paint in the direction of the wood grain instead of across. I think it looks a little bit more professional when it's done. And I am not covering all the surfaces. For the most part I am, but I see that this wood is dry and it's sucking it in. So I might just embrace that and even do a little sanding over the top. So far I like this. My line's not perfect, but it's not awful. I did not bring a ruler out here, and that's really unusual for me because I don't like it when my stripes don't line up or anything, but you know what? We're going to fly by the seat of our pants here. I do have a pencil, and I am going to, if I find a straight edge, I have a piece of cardstock here, and I'm going to map out my stripes. Okay, so it's there. Wow, I'm blind. Okay. All right, so, whoa. Okay, then I made a little line as to how wide that stripe was. We'll see how straight my lines are. Normally I would have had this all mapped out, but I get real freaked out when things aren't even. They say everybody's a little bit on the spectrum, and I think that's where mine lie. All right, and you know what? I'd like to have, since the American flag is, the red stripes are on both ends, I'd kind of like to have it like that, but I'm not sure if this is going to pan out. They're kind of straight, kind of straight. Oops. Kind of straight. Is that like being kind of pregnant? You either are or you're not. Okay. Let me see. See, now I'm getting a little off, but not too bad. I always say I'm going to fly by the seat of my pants, and then I don't, because I second guess myself, I guess. Yeah, these aren't going to be straight by any means, but hopefully they won't be too off. Oh, come on. Almost there. All right. Okay, so if this is red, 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 my edge is going to be white. Oh well. I'm going to have to live with it. Okay, I am going to use my 10 round and do my stripes. One thing I have learned, and trust me, I've learned it the hard way, is paint like you write. Don't paint over here and then go to paint over here, because you're going to lay your arm right in it. I have learned this the hard way. And it took many, many times of messing it up. So that's like the first thing that comes to mind now when I paint. Don't get your arm in it. Okay, I'm going to have to turn this a little. Get right on my line. I think this is going to turn out so cute when it's done. I love the laser cut wood. I think I like the designs they've come out with. I've got a really neat idea for a laser cut pineapple. I love pineapples. They just seem to, I think they're supposed to be like a symbol of home, or welcoming someone to your home. So I think I'm going to paint that and put welcome on it somewhere, and in fact, if I do two, because I have two front doors, they open out, and put one on each door, like in a wreath or something, that would be cute. All right, let's turn this back around so I don't get my arm in it. Now, I am not painting the opposite stripes white. And I'll tell you why. When you paint white on this balsa wood, the wood is dry and it really sucks it up, and you don't really see it at all. So it just basically looks like the wood to begin with. Now I might get this done and change my mind and try a little whitewash on it anyways, but we'll see. I have a piece of twine stuck under there from my last project. Okay. Gotta hold your mouth just right. All right. Well, almost got two stripes done. What do you think? Yeah, this whole thing is Gonna be red. I think if I wouldn't have made some of my stripes so wide, I could have done red on the other side, but you know what? Only God is perfect, right? There we go. And in fact, I'm kind of glad I'm not perfect. Can you imagine what that would, how difficult that would be, is to be perfect all the time? That would be exhausting. But I tell you what, when you finally realize that not everything has to be perfect, like all my lines have to be perfect, is when you can actually start to relax and enjoy life. I have learned that also the hard way. I'm just not, I guess I'm a slow learner, just not one of those that picks up on things. Other people seem to get the hang of things or the gist of things so much quicker than I do. But that's okay, we all have our own time, right? There we go. Oh, this is going to be really nice. I really want to put one of those bows on it, though. I was going to do that on one of my other projects. Totally forgot till it was done. It's like, oh, so I went back later and put a bow on it. You'll see what I mean when you watch the video. Or if you've already watched the video, I should say. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I like this. There's just something about red and blue together I think is so pretty. Now, I saw a flag the other day, and you know, it was a replica of the American flag, but it was done in light and dark turquoise, and instead of stars, it had little starfish. So it was completely coastal, but so cute. I saw it on Pinterest, my favorite place, and I thought, you know what, I could make that. So that might be something down the road that I do. Who knows, I might get a lot of people really upset with that I've messed with the American flag. So people are a trip. Have you noticed? Ugh, I don't know how. This is where I might get my hand in it. I need to go across where this blue stripe is. You don't really have a great margin for error here because it's red, and it's not like you can paint over it with something else. For some reason, reds and greens are so hard to cover over. If you've ever painted a room red, oh my gosh, you know, painting over that, forget it. It's actually easier to paint over black. I think there's just something in that red pigment. Okay. Oh, I like this so far. I actually like not painting the stripes white. We'll see what you think when I get her almost done here. Oh, my paintbrush split and I made a mistake. We'll see if you can see it. Yeah. Stripes a little wider in one area. The nice thing about this laser cut wood is everything, all you got to do is paint it and it looks professional. I like that. Okay. I'm not stressing. Let me show you what I have so far. What do you think? I like it. I like not having the stripes white. I think, see up close, I think it's going to look just fine. Okay. Couple more stripes to go, and then we can start on our bow. There it goes. I would love to see your 4th of July or your summer projects, your DIY projects. Like to see how your take on things. I like that everybody's different. I think that's why I like Pinterest so much, is people come up with ideas that I know I can do. And it's like, oh my gosh, why didn't I come up with that? Okay. I know I'm saying okay a lot, but I do that when I'm concentrating. Okay. Okay. We have some great things to do this summer that we've been looking into. Anytime I'm on the water, I'm so happy. So I'm thinking we would like to go out on a boat. Around here, we don't have a boat, but we have friends that do have a boat. So we like to go on those dolphin cruises, just a day cruise, dolphin watching. I love doing that, especially if there's little kids on board, because I love watching little kids when they see dolphins. And usually people around here that go to those things, they're not from around here, so they're on vacation usually. And it's so cool to watch adults and kids when they see dolphins for the first time, or manatees. They're so beautiful. I still have to pinch myself that I live here. Okay, I think I'm done. Let me show you. Some of my stripes are a little wider than others, but I think I like that. I think it looks okay. Especially if you put it next to like a dark background. I don't really have anything dark here that you could see, so the letters show up better. Like if you have a dark wall and you want to put that on there. All right, so while this is drying, let's make our bow. I'm just going to set that up there. I have all kinds of patriotic ribbons, and then I have some solids. So I think, and a little bit of lace. So I think all of it together is going to turn out really good. I'm going to tie it with a piece of twine. All right. Cut my pieces. Ah, let go. Tape. All right. And I want them about this long, so I'm going to cut this and then cut it in half. And do the same with all the rest of my ribbon. I like the solids with the patterns, and then the lace for a little texture. Let's see, as I do them, I'll set them over here. Okay, I already have my lace pieces cut. This has got a little bit of texture to it, and it's a little see-through, so that's kind of cool. Okay, and then the last one is my little stars. All right, now if you have not seen me make this bow before, I wish I could take credit for it, but I saw this from another crafter, and I thought it was brilliant. So I'm going to start off with my bigger pieces first. See if I can lay it out here. And I'm just going to make a cross like that. And then I'm going to lay this one on top and make a cross. And I'm going to keep doing that. These don't want to lay down. There we go. And then maybe put this one over the top. Maybe that'll hold it down. And here. And then my last two. So they're all layered on top of each other. Grab them in the middle. Whoa. All of the pieces in the middle. And then I'm going to tie it with my twine. Real tight. And it makes the cutest bow. There you go.